Hello, welcome to LTLgames. I'm Kieran Wood, as you know, and this is episode 2 of Barnsley Save. Now, of course, you've seen a little intro. Alright, basically in this way, I'm going to basically show you my squad report, my basically my team. Then I'll show you a bit more of the fixtures because I've played one fixture since the intro. But yeah, okay, so let's get started. Right, okay, we'll start with the goalkeepers then. So, in the net, of course, my number one goalkeeper, as you may be able to see at the moment, is Stefan Andersson, who, as you know, by when I showed you on the transfer excuse me, as I showed you in the transfer screen on the last episode, is a very, very good player. Of course, as you see by the 7.10 average rating, and he's played 30 games for me this season. My number 2 goalkeeper at the moment is Ben Alnwick. Yeah, Ben Alnwick is a fantastic goalkeeper. He was my number 1 goalkeeper last season, but at the moment he's number 2 because Stefan Andersson is just, well, it's a whole star and a half better than him. And his current ability is a lot better. He's a better shot stopper. He's overall a better player. But one, of course, and Luke Steele is my third choice goalkeeper. Sam Johnson now is at the moment in the reserves, and his potential is very high. So very good rating. He's got a very good rating. He's good now. He's actually better than Luke Steele at the moment. And see, Luke Steele, he's 29, but I mean that may still be young. But same as Ben Alnwick's only 27, but Steele, that may be still young in goalkeeper terms. But unfortunately, I think he's not what he used to be as a goalkeeper. Of course. So at the moment, my youth goalkeepers aren't looking very promising at the moment. So it looks like I might have to buy to for that area. At the moment, goalkeepers not really much need going on. Right, okay. So the right midfielders at the moment. My number 1 choice so far this season has been also my captain. You know him as Sir Bobby, well, I know him as Sir Bobby, but it is Bobby Hassel. Bobby Hassel, yeah? Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, my right midfielders. Number 1 at the moment is Sir Bobby. He's a very good player. He's been a massive servant to Barnsley. You know, a lot of you may be saying, well, he may be past it, 33 years old, he may be starting maybe to lose his player, maybe on the decline, but at the moment he's not. He's a fantastic asset to the club. He's been amazing, and he's just spectacular. I mean, you may think that Eric Liach, or however the hell you pronounce that, is the best on paper, but not really. He's not really my number 1 at the moment. It is Sir Bobby Hassel, because he's my captain. But you may be saying, why? It was Stonesy, who is of course John Stones. You may know him as he's now signed for Everton in real life. But he's a. You may be thinking, well, he's a fantastic player. Why aren't you playing him more? He's got a fantastic potential. He's brilliant in every way he plays. Why aren't you playing him? And my answer to that is, I don't think he's ready yet, to be honest with you. We've got too much quality with Bobby Hassel, Craney and Liliach that Stonesy isn't ready yet, and he isn't good enough yet to build his way into the side. Centre, of course, in real life, I think John Stones is a fantastic player, but on this, maybe different. Centre of defence now, and again, we got a bit of strength in depth when it comes to the centre of defence. Apparently, on paper, as you can see, Martin Craney apparently is my best centre defender. But in my, of course, you can see my number ones this season have been Pablo Silska, and Khalifa Cisse. You know, I never get that right. I always call him Kafilia. But anyway, so yeah, very, very good player. Very decent in what Kafilia does. Khalifa does. Of course, he was voted the second best signing of the season out of the whole championship last season, which was fantastic. Paulo Celia as well, good players. Both of them maybe you might be thinking are past it. Khalifa isn't past it at all. He's still a fantastic player. Silska is also a fantastic player. We've also got strength in depth when it comes to John Stones again and Aizdin Kote, who has got a good potential, but at the moment again, not in my opinion good enough to break into the first stage yet. One for the future as well, maybe Sean Foster, who's looking like he's going to be absolutely fantastic, and only at the age of 16, going to be spectacular. Right, on the left side of defence, we have Scott Goulburn and George Ribeiro. Of course, as you can see, them two have appeared to be mixed up most of the season. Basically, they are both evenly matched. I mean, on paper you may think, well, Scott Goulburn seems to be less than George Ribeiro, but Scott Goulburn is younger than George Ribeiro, and you know, there's all different factors that come into it. But George Ribeiro, for me, both of them are absolutely spectacular. They're both very good left backs. They're both good on the ball. They're both good at going forward, and they're good at the back when it counts as well. And they're both good at what they get paid to do at the end of the day. Of course, you've just seen Coete, Aziz, who comes up with that, and another exciting prospect, maybe Ashley Smith-Brown, who's on loan at Morecambe, as you saw in the last episode. And normally what I do is I play a 4-5-1 formation, so I'll show you defensive midfielders that we got. Khalifa Cisse apparently is my best defensive midfielder, but most of the time he does play as a centre-back, and he hasn't played in that position all season. My number one so far this season has been Connor Clifford, who has been a very good player in the defensive midfielder. Of course, he was good while David Perkins was out, who I've been playing in that position a lot this season. I know it shows you there is only one, but he has played in that position quite a bit this season. Well, Connor Clifford's played there a lot, and Rosny Strasser. But yes, my number one defensive midfielder is rather Rodney Strasser or Connor Clifford, with David First coming in behind him. So yeah, of course, Thomas Hillsberger as well, but he's more of a midfielder central. So the right midfielders now, in case we play a 4-4-2 formation. Jim O'Brien is, in my opinion and in everyone's opinion, the best right mid at the club. Very versatile, very good player. Of course, he's my number one right mid. It's good going down the wing, good getting the crosses in, good at cutting inside as well. That's one of his big aspects. Very, very good player, and very good on and off the ball. Of course, who I've been playing instead of him has been Gaia Salin, who is miles better than David Flitcroft says he is. That's David Flitcroft's point of view. My point of view is he's a very good player. I mean, you ask any of the others, like Derek Ward, and Yasain is up there as well. Yeah, it's only David Flitcroft, but don't take any notice of that. And I'm going to go back to Martin Banner. But yeah, so Jimmo has been my main in the season. Yasain will be in the future, and Asolin, who I signed who I signed very early on, is a good player. Another one, Ashley Smith-Brown again, coming up to look like a fantastic player for the future. Midfielders then, and centre of the park, this is where I have most of my strength in depth. It comes through fantastic players in Jacob Mellis, Rodney Strasser, David Perkins, Connor Clifford, Thomas Hiltzberger, Paul Digby, you know, the likes of them who you can play in that middle of the park are just I've got a massive strength in depth there. I never need to worry about my middle of the park because I know I'll have a strong two midfielders no matter what, unless all of them get injured, which, to be honest with you, I find very, very unlikely. But yeah, I'll say, of course, my number one this season has been Jacob Mellis. He's 22 years old and got bags of ability and bags of potential, and he's a spectacular player. Got released from Chelsea last 2 seasons ago in the game, last season in real life, and yeah, so Barnsley picked him up, and I'm delighted that we did because he is a spectacular player. Rodney Strasser as well, who I'm playing more often, has been doing well. David Perkins is a big, well, he's just a tank in the middle of the park, especially when you play him in that defensive centre midfield role with a defensive mentality. He's good at holding up the ball, he's good at passing the ball through, he's good at basically protecting the defence and starting the attacks. Okay, so left mid now, because we're hushed for time. Of course, I have Iose, who in my opinion is another spectacular player. He's a fan favourite as well. And of course, as you've seen, he's played 8 in that position so far this season. Fan favourite, spectacular. And of course you've got Tomo, who I'm training to play in this position. Not the best in this position, but he'll do. I mean, I'm training to play there. The fans think he should be in the starting lineup. I don't agree, but what the fans want, the fans must get. Now, on the attacking midfield right, it's Jimmo, who's played a lot this season, who's been my number one. Asolin, he's played 20 times apparently, but I know he hasn't played 20 times because I didn't sign him till early on the season, so he might have played for the reserves 20 times. But Jimmo has been my attacking midfield right option. So of course I've got the likes of the future coming through with Ruben Noble Lazarus, Tony Silva, and Yasain. Yasain. Yeah, they are very, very close to each other. The attacking midfielder left them. We've got, I'm going to have to rush through these, because I play Iose, Solin also, but my main priority in that position is Iose. And up front, with 1 minute left, is Joshua King. Is the best player, in my opinion he is. I mean, Joshua King, Craig Davies play up front spectacularly together. So that is basically the position strength. That's my squad. That's taken up a whole episode. In the next episode, we're going to do a lot of talking, maybe some transfer business, hopefully some transfer business. Hopefully some contracts will get resolved. And I will see you then. So, okay, mate. Take care. Good luck, and peace be with you.